Hello again, beautiful peeps. We're at part 2 of this never-ending Q&A. Trying to get my phone ready. So let's go on to the next question. Just Another Entity 97 asked me, I have a lot of trouble with line art. Do you have any advice? You have to warm up your hand a little bit more. So what is really good is make a line and then draw that same line on top of that original line, like over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That'll give your hand a lot more control, and you'll learn to be steady and you'll learn to be fast. Try to be fast with your line art, and just try to like practice it a lot. Do a lot of like straight horizontal lines, do a lot of vertical lines, learn what strokes are your best strokes, and also remember to turn your page. Oh, the same person also asked what kind of sketchbook do you use? Oh, fuck. Oh no. If I planned ahead in these videos, like any other fucking YouTuber, I would have had this information. I have this sketchbook. It is a German brand. I saved the packaging. Bindework is the sketchbook that I use. Bindework. For now. I don't exactly buy the same sketchbook over and over again. In fact, I never fucking do. Who am I kidding? Okay. A lot of people ask me about cheap art supplies, specifically markers. I'm gonna make another video on that. It's too much for me to talk about in one video, but there's a lot of options actually. Selena Hernandez had a couple questions. She asked, where do you buy your art supplies? Either Blix or Jerry's Artorama. I don't like Blix, but I'm forced to because it's the closest art store to my campus. And also, what are your must-have art supplies? Markers. I really do like Copics or alternatives like Tombow markers or whatever. I guess I'll call it that. The other art supplies are usually just for classes and I don't use that often, so. Nat H asked if you could only use one pen for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's another one of those questions that if I was prepared I would have had out on my desk. It is I know it's a Pentel sign pen, but I'm going to pull it out for you guys if I can even fucking find it. This one is in hot pink. I have been enjoying it a lot. But you can also get it in black, significantly better. You can use a lot more with black than hot pink. Oretta Bauman asked a couple questions. How's college? What's your favorite class that you're taking? College is good. It's keeping me busy. And my favorite class right now is a tie between human figure and technical illustration. Technical illustration is just perspective class. They also asked, what is the best way to get over your fear of starting to draw and not getting discouraged if your art isn't that good? Draw whatever makes you happy, because no matter how shitty it might turn out, you can at least be happy that you have made that thing that has been on your mind for a really long time. And honestly, like, the fear sucks, but you gotta just do it. And it helps if you have kind of an audience or like a few people in your life that encourage you. If you have friends who are also artists, if you have a significant other or family members that are encouraging you, that does go a long way, to be perfectly honest. A lot of people also asked, what do you listen to when you draw, or like what do you watch? I listen to YouTube videos, not even like of artists. I just listen to people who talk about things that I like. So YouTube videos, comedy specials on Netflix. I listen to like Chef's Table or any other show that like is all about cooking. I listen to TV shows or movies that like I'm comfortable enough with the characters' voices that I don't have to look at the screen. And sometimes music, but honestly not much. And no, I actually don't tend to drink coffee while I'm working. Only if it's the early morning. La Victoire Rosé was asking me about watercolor versus markers. I'm not going to say the entire comment. You can learn to use watercolors like markers, but the learning curve is significantly steeper. And in terms of not wanting to soak the page and getting a brush that isn't going to do that, honestly, like, you could have the best brush on the market and you could still accidentally soak up the paper if you don't know what you're doing. So honestly, I would get some synthetic brushes, the ones that are kind of like orangey reddish tips, and I would practice. But I would also buy a few markers and see which ones you like better. But they're not, it's not like a trade-off and one's easier than the other, but you get the same effect. They're both hard in some ways, and they both do different things. Niana J asked, what is the best way to start drawing backgrounds and interiors without getting too intimidated? I tend to like, if the interior that I'm doing is really fun and is something that I really enjoy, I really get into it, and it's okay for me. Also, when you're just starting off, do really basic perspective, 1 point, easy eye level. Don't go crazy with it because that's just gonna kill you. Don't do crazy hard like points of view, like too high or too low. Just do something basic, but then fill it with the things that you like. Manga Philosophy had quite a few questions. How the hell does one master perspective? Honestly, perspective is one of those things that if you learn how to do it in a book, you're better off. Honestly, practice is really important too, but you have to just kind of get the theory down. And then also draw lots of boxes. That sounds weird, but trust me on this. They also asked, what was the most useful thing you've learned in college so far? Probably perspective. My first semester at UConn, we spent at least a month and a half drawing pieces of paper on the floor and drawing boxes, like see-through boxes. And I shit you not, that shit is so hard to do. Because if you have to make everything look like it's on the same plane, you have to measure it perfectly, you have to get the perspective exactly right, and you have to get the line work to give the illusion of space. So all of that combined has made me so fucking good at perspective, and it's given me some help with line art too, as well as many other things too. It's just really good exercise. And then the final question they asked is, what is your ambition in your future career, any specific field? I obviously want to go into illustration because I feel like that's my thing, and I want to make my own books really badly, my own illustrations, my own stories, my own kind of things, like collections of art. I want to sell my own art, and there's a small part of me that kind of wants to like have a class, not like at a school because that would require a master's in art education, but like if I could have a little class like in my kitchen, like an impromptu thing where I can like talk about art or something, that'd be so cool. Jocelyn Rose asked, how long did it take you to be comfortable sharing your art? Unfortunately, not long at all. I started posting my artwork when I was like either 13 or 14 on DeviantArt. I had no fucking right. Yeah, so I've started really early. I've always been comfortable with it because I am an overconfident person. It's the Leo in me. So I just tend to do that. But on this particular network, I started when in 2014, I think, 2015. Giselle asked, how's learning Spanish going? Yo no hablo mucho español. I'm still practicing. I'm practicing like every single day, but ground zero for me. This is a lot to learn. Ana Julia Vieira asked, how do you even shadow? You fake it. No, that's not true. You do fake it, but make sure that they are all going in the same direction. Like if the light source is over here going this way, the shadows also have to be going this way. Make sure they're all on the same plane. Make sure the values of your shadows are the same. And then after that, just fudge it. Kind of make it like the right shape. But if it's not perfect, no one will notice because shadows in the real world are weird and make no sense. So you're okay. Ooh, we're almost at the end. Akasha Orzora asked, if you film your videos, or how do you film your videos? Either with an iPhone if I'm lazy, or I use a Pentax K50 camera on a broken tripod and I use Adobe Premiere. Also, I use a shit ton of luck, prayer, and hope, sometimes a sacrifice, to make sure that my videos actually come out. I always have technical difficulties, it's insane. Oh, where am I? Harry English asked, I make more money selling realism, but I enjoy making more cartoons. What do I do? Sell your realism stuff for now so you can have, some income coming in and work on your cartoonish style on the side. Make it good. Make it really, really, really good. And then start to incorporate that into your sales. Because the thing with realism is anyone of a certain skill set can do realism. But if you have a very distinct, unique style, that'll create a niche market, which is better for you in the future. Mary Love asked a few questions, and these are actually the final questions. So, how old am I? I am 20 and a half. I'll be 21 in August. How did you start in YouTube? Poorly. Very poorly. My tripod was an ironing board and a few books, and I filmed and edited my video on an iPad, which means my first video was really rough because I was literally using my finger to like twitch the cuts. It was horrible. But honestly, I started YouTube because One, I was like curious about it. I wanted to like try a different social network. And I had just finished up my first year studying art at university, and I was really annoyed. There were so many things that I learned in that 1 year that helped me grow so fast. And these weren't even hard things. These were things that I easily could have comprehended when I was in middle school or high school. So I was like, why did it take me this long to learn? If I had learned this when I was younger, I'd be so much better than I am right now. So I took it up as my civil mission to fucking put this shit on the internet so that you guys can like learn this stuff. I get heated about this. And then the last question is, where are you from, and is there any way for you to come to Spain to see my drawings? I'm gonna say that I'm from Connecticut, and I am low-key considering going on study abroad to Spain, so who knows? Who knows? Okay, that is it. That is all fucking over 50 something questions. My voice hurts a little bit, and I hope I can get these uploaded within a few days. So thank you again, guys, for all of the amazing questions. And I have now a whole huge queue of videos that I apparently have to make because I got so many repeat questions that I gotta do them. So I will get to those in the very, very near future. I hope you're having an excellent day, and if you want to see my artwork, check me out on Instagram, Snapchat, and Tumblr. It's Biana for all of them. By the way, guys, if you follow me on Snapchat and you have a specific question, I tend to answer my Snapchat, maybe not the quickest, but I tend to answer them more consistently. YouTube, I get so many comments now that it's really hard for me to answer every single question or every single thing. But Snapchat, I don't get many questions. So it's very easy for me to go through the queue. That's like the best way to ask me stuff. Yada yada yada. I will leave links to everything that you need to see down below. Hope you're having an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!